All right,
Hi.
let's go to Cleveland. Baker Mayfield, showed tremendous strides last year. He's a guy that not really gonna give you a ton rushing, so he's still QB 17 in ADP. I think that's fair. But what are we doing this year with the backs for Cleveland? We have Chubb, RB7 right now. Kareem Hunt, RB23. Is that about right to you? You think should be closer,
Oh man, I love both backs.
farther?
And I'm projecting Chubb right around there, running back 8, but he's like one of the only running backs in the top 10 where if the backup goes down, he's now, I would project Chubb as a top 3 back, maybe top 2 if Kareem Hunt were to ever miss time. We always talk about if Chubb were to miss time, Kareem Hunt would obviously be a top 5-10 running back, but the reverse hasn't necessarily happened yet. Sign me up for Nick Chubb at his ADP. I think the defense being improved. Last year they got in a bunch of shootouts because the defense is so horrible. I think that helped Baker Mayfield at the end of the season, when he just went off in a couple of games. But I think this improved defense, the moves they made in the offseason, it's going to help Nick Chubb out even more. This is still one of the best offensive lines in football. Like, everything is setting up for Nick Chubb to just have an amazing season. So sign me up for him. And again, I always love getting Kareem Hunt in that RB24 range because, he's going to provide that value week to week anyway. But any game that Nick Chubb misses, you're going to get a top 10 running back with Kareem Hunt. So I love both running backs at their ADP. This team is built to supply, 2 stud running backs.
Yeah, absolutely. Wide receivers, Odell going as the wide receiver 25, Landry 39. Any thoughts on those two guys? Because you mentioned it's going to be a better defense, but it's not like, even with the shootouts last year, it's not like they were passing a ton. Obviously, Beckham goes down. That may have factored in.
Yeah, it's hard to like Beckham at his ADP at 25. He's obviously worth it in best ball. He's their play action deep threat guy, but I just don't think he's going to get the volume to be a consistent week to week, wide receiver 1/2 like we thought he'd be in this Browns offense. So I'm sort of off him. Whereas, Landry, what you see is what you get. I'm right in line with ADP. I think wide receiver 40 is a good range to target him, especially in PPR formats. But are either one of these guys popping for you? Because I just don't see it.
No, not guys I'm excited to draft, but guys I'm fine drafting at ADP. I think I have Beckham a couple ticks lower than his ADP and Landry a couple ticks higher. I just don't think Beckham's the same player that he used to be. I mean, it's sad to say. I think he still can, he's going to play. He's going to be out there. He's going to put up numbers, but and the offense has improved under Stefanski. But I think it's just a question of, do you think he's the same player? Then you're saying, okay, well, wide receiver 25, that could be a steal. I just don't think he's the same player. I think him and Landry are a lot more equal now in talent and their ability to draw targets in a given week. Austin Hooper, any love for him? I know he had some big games down the stretch, but he's kind of trapped in there with in that committee.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can recall my love for Hooper in the 2019 season when he had Dirk Cutter and he was on the Falcons. And then once he got traded to the Browns, I was off. They love using 2, even 3 tight end sets. To Hooper's credit, he was still able to hog about 70% of the routes run per game. But it's just hard to love him. I think if they were to get rid of David Njoku, I might consider Hooper as ADP, but it's just hard to love him based on just their heavy tight end usage. And I think Harrison Bryant has some sneaky upside. So, count me out unless they cut Njoku, and, we can count on Hooper to get, 80+% of the routes run. But right now, I'm just off him completely.
Yeah, I think it's too much. There's too many tight ends there. What is our Browns prop?
Our Browns prop is Odell Beckham, total receiving yards this year, over under 875.5.
I have him at 927, so I'll go over. Again, I just think it's just volume. I think he'll be on the field when he's healthy. Tough to know. Will he stay healthy? He's had a season where he played almost every snap. He's had years where he's gone down with freak injuries. I just don't think he's the same player. So that's why I'm not projecting him for to miss a ton of games. It's just, I don't think efficiency wise, he's the same guy he used to be. I don't think he can create after the catch as well as he used to. So, but I do have him at 927. So I'm going a little bit over there, but pretty much in line with that range. Somewhere in the mid 800s to the mid 900s.